The cockroach is one of the most hated insects in the world. They're often seen as dirty and disease-ridden, which isn't actually true. But that doesn't change the fact that they're creepy as hell. They also have a reputation for being indestructible. We've all heard the saying, you can nuke an entire city, but a cockroach will survive. Is there any truth to this? Let's find out. We'll start with their ability to survive nuclear blasts. During the Cold War, the U.S. military conducted several tests of its nuclear arsenal, including releasing 2 nukes over an area the size of Connecticut. The purpose of these tests was to determine what would happen if an enemy were to nuke a major American city. As part of the experiment, scientists collected samples of soil and insects from the blast zone to see how they were affected by the explosion. The insects were then placed in individual containers and brought back to the lab for observation. Some of the cockroaches survived 6,000 Rentgen of radiation, which is enough to kill a human. This is why people say you could nuke a city and cockroaches would still survive. But this is just one of the many impressive things that cockroaches can do. In 2017, scientists at the University of Kentucky put 30 cockroaches into a container and pumped 99% pure oxygen into it. They wanted to see if the cockroaches would be able to survive in such an oxygen-rich environment. The answer was yes. Not only did the cockroaches survive, but they thrived. Over the course of the experiment, the cockroaches had 24 offspring, all of whom survived to adulthood. What's scary is that an increase in oxygen consumption is linked to an increase in the growth rate and longevity of cells. In other words, more oxygen means faster aging. And given that cockroaches already live for 2 to 3 years, we're talking about some creepy, fast-growing monsters. The scientists ended up putting the cockroaches down after 17 months, when the experiment had to be stopped due to funding issues. But that's still far longer than any other mammal would survive in such an environment. But what about regular oxygen levels? Can cockroaches survive without oxygen? Surprisingly, yes. In 2018, a group of researchers found that German cockroaches can survive for 40 minutes without oxygen. Most insects cannot go longer than 5 minutes without oxygen. Humans can only last between 90 seconds and 3 minutes. But the secret to the cockroach's survival lies in its ability to slow its metabolism down so much that it uses almost no energy. So although they might seem like little more than dust-covered monsters, cockroaches are actually highly evolved creatures who have managed to become masters of adapting to their environment. If they can survive in 99% oxygen, or no oxygen at all, surely they can survive in a vacuum of space. It turns out that not only can cockroaches survive in space, they can even thrive there. In 2017, a group of Russian cosmonauts aboard the International Space Station were shocked to find a live cockroach floating around. The station had clearly been infiltrated by a stowaway, but that wasn't the first time this happened. In 2014, NASA reported finding a stowaway cockroach on board the space shuttle. The same thing happened again in 2015, this time with 3 cockroaches. None of them survived. But the fact that they were able to hitchhike to space in the first place is impressive enough. But one thing that cockroaches cannot survive is a well-sealed container. They need air holes in order to survive, which is why you often find them in kitchens where food is stored. But perhaps the most impressive thing about cockroaches is their ability to survive a human attack. Humans kill an estimated 100 billion cockroaches every year, yet somehow their numbers continue to grow. No matter how many times we try to get rid of them, they always seem to come back. Some species of cockroaches can even withstand up to 100 times their own weight. There's really no creature on Earth that's better adapted to survive our attempts at killing it. Next time you see a cockroach, remember that you're looking at one of nature's ultimate survivors. It's a creature that can withstand things that would kill almost any other animal, including humans. While there may be no one insect that can survive a nuclear blast, cockroaches certainly come close. And that's why we say that you can nuke an entire city and a cockroach will survive. So next time you see a cockroach, don't just smash it. Take a moment to appreciate the amazing creature that you're looking at. You never know when it might come in handy. Now watch what happens when a cat chases a cockroach. Or check out this video instead.